The French national team lost on the most important day in French history in this day and time. The French National Day, 14th of July. The day you guys were meant to absolutely play with passion, with fight, with energy. You guys went into that game and absolutely shot yourselves. You went into that game with absolutely no plan that what was worth even trying. I know Didier Deschamps is a legend in French history. I know Didier Deschamps is absolutely a legend, but he did them wrong today. Every single person and their mother knew the way France was going to play in this game. You could not substitute the top four. You could not substitute them. You could not take out Dembele. You could not take out Olise. You could not take out Mbappe. But what you could have done was what you did. You took out Desiree Doué and brought on Bradley Barcola. But instead of you to move Dembele to the left-hand side or move Olise to the left-hand side or even move Mbappe to the left-hand side in order for you to get three midfielders in the midfield because you were facing Rodri, Ruiz and Olmo. They also had Pedri on the bench. You did not. Because what you do in this situation, what you have, and yes, hindsight might be 27. But you are paid the big bucks to expect this situation. And you saw it in the first half, how you could not get on the ball. There was no way you should have kept on playing the same way. There was absolutely no way. Putting two midfielders to face three of Dani Olmo, Rodri, and Ruiz is absolutely sacrilegious. And absolutely you deserve to lose. On the biggest day of French history, in recent history, French National Day, you lost to Spain in the semi-finals and you had a better team. Pound for pound, you look at every single person in the French national team and they are better than every single person in the Spain team. Maybe apart from Yamal. It's absolutely stupidity for you to lose the way you did. And France absolutely lost in the worst way possible. But then we have to then look at Spain because Spain absolutely went into that game and told you guys, look, playing football the right way is better than playing football in transition. We have seen it times and times again. Pep Guardiola defeating Jurgen Klopp multiple times, even though Jurgen Klopp gave him a run for his money. But Pep, when it comes to the rule of thumb, numbers, had defeated Jurgen Klopp every single day. Possession football would always be transition, especially if you have the right people to play possession football. Or if you then look at your transition team and you have a team that is not connected because you don't have a number 10. Yes, Olise is a great player, but in this particular game, he was outclassed. He was outplayed. He was out-positioned. He absolutely looked average. And you had an opportunity to save him, move things around. Move Dembele to the left-hand side. Move Olise back to the right-hand side. Have him go at Kukureya. Bring on Ryan Cherokee. I don't understand what happened. I really don't understand. Why bring on Chouameni in a game that he's coming back from a hamstring injury, if I'm not mistaken, when Kone was playing beautiful football for you? Why do that? It's such a disappointing thing, man. I literally needed to take a break. I did not make this video, and I know the video is coming late, but I still needed to get it out there. But he was definitely outschooled by Luis de la Fuente. Outschooled Didier Deschamps. And the funny thing that pisses me off the most, now we are not going to get the Vadegram song because they did not get to the finals of the World Cup. I was looking forward to I was looking forward to Yamelo Mendy. I was looking for that. I was looking for that. I was looking forward to it. It's something that I look forward to every 4 years. And you did not deliver in a day that absolutely matters so much. That would be a day that every French person would have stand up, put their hand on their chest and absolutely beat their chest. But you got outschooled by Luis de la Fuente, Didier Deschamps. And maybe, because of the serious predicaments that happened in this situation, maybe that's the cause of it. And that's the reason why I'm not going to win. Because may her soul rest in peace. And may you have the time to absolutely grieve. Because I know you did not have that in the World Cup. Because you had to go back and finish the team that you started. And with that said, that marks the end of the era for Didier Deschamps. He had one World Cup. No, not one World Cup. He had one World Cup, went to the final in the second World Cup, and got knocked out in the semi-finals in the third World Cup. He is still a legend regardless of what happened today. Regardless of what happened in the semi-finals against Spain. Now let's talk about Spain. My goodness. This team absolutely is telling every single person the way you play football, the way you become a successful nation in football is by playing the same type of football from the moment you are able to get into the national team. From under 20, from under 2018, from 12, from under 10, you play the same way. You play football in the right way. You play football the way the Spanish people play football. And that is what they have shown the world today. That the team is better than individuals. Because this French team was an individual performance. They cruised all the way to the semi-finals. And they just could not turn on the jets in the last moment. And that is what cost them. However, this Spain team just kept on ramping up, especially after the lackluster performance that we saw against Cape Verde. They kept on ramping up. But one of the key things that we saw was that they did not let any goal in. Up to today, they are in the finals of the World Cup. And they have only let one goal in this World Cup. If you watched my model of how to win a World Cup, Spain directly on that. Their defense is just as good as their offense. And you still need the star power of Yamal. I said it in my model. And I absolutely has been vindicated because of the way Spain have been able to mash up every single person that come their way. Every single opportunity, every single opponent. They have been able to mash up every single one of them. Now, Argentina is literally what would you call it? A single outlier. Because Argentina have allowed so many goals in, but are still in the final of the World Cup. Because they just defeated England. In a video that I just made, make sure you guys go watch that video. It is literally named Tuchel Cost Us. Watch that video because Thomas Tuchel cost England that ticket to the final. He did. Another person that I need to absolutely say, because nobody's going to give him the credit, is Marc Cucurella. Is absolutely world class. He's absolutely world class. What he brings to the Spanish national team, my goodness. Oh, especially that moment where it was 1-0 and Kylian Mbappe had the pass from Ryan Cherky in the 18-yard box. Kylian Mbappe has literally moved Cucurella. He has gotten the space, or he thought that he did. And Cucurella still had the opportunity to kick that ball out for corner kick. You have to give them credit. And let me know who wins this World Cup down in the comments. Let me know also what you thought about this situation, because the French team absolutely were a disgrace today. They were. And Kylian Mbappe, for the love of God, go back to that left-hand side in difficult moments. Let them go, take you back to that left-hand side in difficult moments. I'm not saying you're not one of the best strikers in the world, but you can play that. Your normal situation, your normal instinct is still go to that left-hand side and do damage. What could have happened today was literally you go to the left-hand side, you take Didier Deschamps, take off Michael Olise because he was not effective. He got marked out of the game because he could not touch the flipping football. He couldn't touch the ball. You bring on Ryan Cherky. And as you have brought on Ryan Cherky, you go down into the flipping substitutes and you bring on Marcos Thuram. The beautiful part about this situation is that Marcos Thuram is the best at hold-up play in this team. And he did not even get a minute in this team. You bring on Marcos Thuram and you absolutely chop that ball. Have him bring the ball down to Kylian Mbappe, to the running Kylian Mbappe. I'm so sorry that you have to live in this situation, but the era is over. And what we are going to be seeing now is going to be Zidane coming into the reins for France. Let me tell you something. I don't see France winning it anytime soon. I don't see them winning it in 2030. I don't see them winning it in 2034. I really don't see them doing it. I don't rate Zidane the way people rate him. I don't rate what he did. Let me not say I don't rate what he did in Real Madrid, because it was truly brilliant. His ability to manage egos in Real Madrid is brilliant. It is. But the truth about it is, I don't see him tactically being able to unlock this French team. But you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.